Okay, so now recording has been started. Welcome to the demo, the February 2022 batch. Okay, it is almost I think 14th batch or 15th batch exactly. I'm not sure, but those many batches we have successfully completed. When I look back, when I started the batch one, and now there are a lot of changes that I've been doing to continuous improvements to the course. Okay, so what we are trying to learn in this class today, okay, what is Power BI and why Power BI we need to learn, and how this is what is the modern BI tools that are available in the market versus old tools, okay, and what type of projects we do in the Power BI. So I would like to give us something different. You might have already heard the demo, but my every class is different, okay. So that is the reason I always recommend to join the class. If you are in the class, that won't work. In the group, that won't work, okay. So now onwards we will not share the recordings directly in the group, because I see a lot of people just there in the group but they are not joining the class, okay. We don't want that kind of things. Now what topics we will cover in the course, right? And that is very very important. So, okay, what topics we will cover and how that will be useful for your real time job getting, okay. uh, my offerings, what kind of offers that you will get it out of this training, how it is different than the other institutes out there in the Amirpet or in any online trainings that you see outside the market, okay. So this is all about the agenda, and I will also try to create a sample report in Power BI desktop, and we will install and I will tell you what are all the things that we can just work with in Power BI service and Power BI desktop, okay. Right. What is this? What is a BI? Why we call this as a BI tool, Power BI? So just we know power. Power is an energy, right? So just think in that way. But what is BI? Business intelligence. What is this? B for business, I for intelligence. Okay, intelligence, right? So business intelligence. Before understanding business intelligence, let's understand what is intelligence first of all, right? So intelligence, if you understand intelligence, I used to ask these questions: what is intelligence? People used to say clever, too much knowledge, more knowledge, those kind of answers I used to get, but not that. Intelligence will talk about the time, okay, how you are, how we are, and how you will be, how you want to be, okay. So if you apply this for you, this is the intelligence, this is the personal intelligence, okay. So what is intelligence? Intelligence means what happened, okay. This is what happened in the past. This will talk about the past, okay. What is happening, this will talk about the present, okay. What will happen, this will talk about the future. But that is not intelligence. This is not at all intelligence. But how you can control, how we can control the way we want it, the way we want it is called intelligence, is called intelligence. This is intelligence, right? So what happened in the past, what is happening in the present, what will happen in the future, and how you can control the way you want it is called intelligence. What happened, what is happening, what will happen, how we can control the way we want it is called intelligence. If you apply for business, then that is a business intelligence. If you apply for your a person's career, then there is a personal intelligence, okay. If you apply for criminal, that is a criminal intelligence. CBCID will do this. How, what happened to get this crime, okay, and what is currently will happen, okay, how we can catch this criminals, right? So CVCID. The same way, the business, now how my sales suddenly got down, how can I improve my sales, what is the competition in the market, okay, how can I compare myself with the competition business, how can I retain my employees longer in the company, okay, how can I get more sales, more profits, how can I make my effective decisions. So BI is what? It is just a decision making tool. What it is? It is a decision making tool. Okay, what it is? It is a decision making tool. So guess, no more guess. Guess won't work. Okay, guess guess won't work, right? So decision, if you want to take any decision, you need to have a data, okay, and you need to understand your data. Based on the proofs, you can decide a right decision, okay. So if you don't have a right data, then guess, guess 50-50%. If you don't do a proper guess, then there are 99% chances to fail, okay. So business will put a lot of efforts to make the right decision making tool, for their business growth. So Power BI is one of the tool to get their decisions in a right way, okay. So hope you understand what is intelligence, how this is useful for a business decision making purpose, okay. To do the right decisions, you need to have a right data, okay. So how it should be? It should be relevant and reliable. Information should be there for at the right time to make the better decision. This is called BI, to make the better decision. Okay, so relevant, let me just add the right word there. Relevant, reliable. So I see somebody was on mute. Can you please go on mute? Please stop recording. I have already recording. Don't use your intelligence, okay. Just follow the business intelligence, BI, okay. I see guess. So if you joined as a guest, I see this kind of information. I just don't want to see this kind of things. I want your name should be like this, okay. So hope you understand who joined as a guest. The guest user, guest user, guest user. So these are all guest users, right? Tomorrow you will not be in the group, okay. First of all, and moreover, please do not record. I've already recording it, and I will share this link, and you no need to worry about it, okay. Think how you can get most out of the subject, okay, from the class, okay. And follow, honestly follow the what I just what I just want you to do. Just do that and you will get the results. Trust me, there are results. There are results. I put a lot of efforts to get the results in initial time, okay. And if you just follow the same, you will also get the results, okay. So that is my suggestion always, okay. And why we need to go for Power BI? There are a lot of tools in the market, okay. Even Microsoft has the older tool called MSBI versus Power BI, okay, right. So why we should go for Power BI, right? Yes, we should go because the latest features. And you know what? If every time there is a latest feature, is it not just like changing a mobile, right? So after 2 years you will get bored, then you can buy it a new phone with the latest version, latest features, because it's cost less and that's okay. You can buy it, right? But just think about the company, okay, and think about the resources. Think about the cost, the migration cost from old report to new report, okay, new reporting system, report generation system. Just think about it. Lot of cost involved. Though you have a lot of features, but lot of other cost involved. So still, if you want to buy to a new, if you want to migrate to a new system, then you need to have a more features. More features not enough. More and more features are required, because they will lose that kind of money to migrate into a new system. Power BI will give that kind of features. Okay, Power BI has a lot of features in terms of machine learning, in terms of IoT, in terms of different data sources to understand their business, to understand to process their structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. Okay, so these kind of data, there are basically three types of data available in the market. Okay, in the system: structured data, which is in the table format. Okay, databases, tables, and everything that they talk about structured data, and semi-structured data, kind of what we call JSON file, XML file, but unstructured data, images, charting, everything. Okay, I see still people are not unmuted. I see this is a problem. Okay, when you join as a guest, please take care the guests. Somebody old students, please take some kind of leadership, and just keep them quiet and make them understand. Chat with um, their guests, and try to understand. You know, we should not think about us, and when we are in the society, we should also think about others, and group benefits. That's what we call as a patriotism, right? So that's where you need to also think about when we are in the group. Okay, we are not important, group is important, because if you just get benefit, you will only get benefit. If a group get benefit, a lot of people will get benefit, directly, indirectly. A lot of families will get benefit, right? So that's motivate me to wake up early in the morning, okay, and trying to teach you on the subject, and trying to motivate me to get your job done. Okay, you are not understanding the passion behind this classes teaching. Okay, it is not about the money, not at all about the money. Okay, but if I don't charge, I won't get motivated, and it won't sustain for longer, and you won't realize the worth of it. Okay, so that's where I realized I need to go by the standards. Okay, but why we need to go for Power BI? It can process structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data using 99 plus sources. Okay, 99 plus sources. Okay, we will see that. Okay, I will show you. Okay, so but still, if you have MSBI, then why Power BI? Because old system will not work with the latest market needs. MSBI can work with only structured data or semi-structured data at max, and it can work with only few sources. Okay, 4 to 5 sources, that's all. But when it comes to Power BI, it can work with 99 plus sources, and lot of advanced techniques, lot of cost saving techniques. Okay, and here for MSBI, at least minimum 15 to 20 people has to work, but when it comes to Power BI, two people can work. See the cost saving. So that is the reason Power BI resources are very demand in the market. It is not because of your talent. It is because of the Power BI tool capabilities, the benefits that company gets. Okay, so that's where you will be more demanded. Okay, 15% salary divided into two people, so that much effort you can, that much salary you can ask if you have a guts. Guys, believe me, the market will run on the guts. If you have guts, and yes, there is a risk also, but the guts will work with risks. Okay, confidence is very important to do the jobs here, to get the job here. First of all, if you don't have confidence, first get the confidence and come to this course. That is the must prerequisite. You don't require anything else. Even you don't see the laptop so far, that's fine. If you have confidence, come to me. I will give you the job within a month. Okay, what is your most prerequisite thing? Confidence. Confidence is very important. Okay, so if you have, then just come to me. So this is required. Maybe it's overconfidence. Okay, now yeah, now, so if you have confidence, this is for you. Okay, and let me just go here so that right now, what kind of projects we see in Power BI? Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so let me tell you exactly the difference in MSBI versus Power BI. SSIS is an ETL tool. Okay, let me just give you this a difference here. Insert like feature and MSBI and Power BI. Let me just guess this. Right now in MSBI, if you want to do ETL, then you need to know SSIS. What is SSIS? SQL Server Integration Services. I for integration. SS means SQL Server. Okay, S means services. But here you have a Power Query. Okay, and then modeling. If you want to do modeling, you need to know SSAS. But here we have a modeling in Power BI desktop. Okay, model view or model view. Okay, so whatever you do in the modeling, we do in the model view tab, right? And then the visualization or reporting. Okay, for reporting you have a SSRS. Here we have a visualization. Okay, so single tool, you will have a 3 different parts within the same tool, but here MSBI is a stack. What is stack means? It is a combination of multiple tools. This is an independent tool. Here you required minimum 3 to 4 people. Here you required minimum 3 to 4 people. Here you require 5 to 10 people. So around 15 people is required to maintain MSBI. But when it comes to Power BI, at max 3 to 4 people is enough. I can say two are enough. But that again depend on the project. Okay. Hope you understand the main difference between old system and the new system. It will save you a lot of cost. It will save you the number of resources. It will give you a lot of additional advantages. Okay. So that's where you see the modernization. You know, right? Once the mobile came into picture, you forgot the calculator. You see a lot of alarm machine tools, a lot of things gone, right? The same thing. When Power BI comes into picture, MSBI has a question mark, but still it can run. It has a lot of other features, but still, when you're using 4G, you still see use Nokia basic phone, right? So that's where, you know, still there are some use cases. Some people are still using it. It's not that easy to migrate, because there are a lot of Power BI resources are required, and they are not getting to migrate them. Okay, that could be one of the challenge. And Power BI just came, 5 years back. Mostly in 2015 they started, but the market started in 2017. Okay, you just guess, 3 to 4 years max. You can just, see this market trend. Okay, exponentially the Power BI market is growing day by day. It is just a 3 years baby. Just think about it. Power BI, MSBI came in 2005. Okay, and 2005 to 2000, around 15 or 16, still it was hot in the market. Okay, still you see a lot of jobs in MSBI. Okay, but it is complex to learn, and it will take a lot of time to learn all this stack. Okay, but when it comes to Power BI, it is easy to learn, and you no need to have a keyboard. Okay, you just do by clicks, just mouse clicks, you can just do the reports. That's how it is easy. But why it's so demand in the market? Because just understand the cost. Okay, because of which it is demand, because of which you will get a lot of packages in the market. Who has just 3 years of experience got 12 lakhs package, 4 times, 4 times in the market. But usually any other tool in the market which is just an average tool, okay, it's average demand, your experience in 2, let's say you have 3 years of experience, 3 years of experience. Okay, so what is the package that you can expect at max? 3 into 2, it is equal to 6 lakhs package, 6 LPA. What is LPA? Lakhs per annum. 6 lakhs per annum, which means 6 lakhs divided by 12, that is equal to your salary. Okay, this is just a normal tool I'm just talking about. But if it's a Power BI, then you can ask 3 times, 4 times, okay, 5 times if you have guts. Okay, for Power BI, 3 years into 4, see, not even 3 times, 3 3s are 9, but 3 4s are 12. 4 times, one of our students got the package. See, double package just for the 3 years. One of the student got 3 3s are 9 lakhs package. Okay, within 1.5 to 2 months of their effort. Okay, so we have proofs, and I'm not just talking on my own or just not any guess. We have data. Okay, if anybody wants to know the proofs, you can just ping me. We can I will make you more clarity on that. Okay, now, but you need the confidence. You need the confidence. This is only the prerequisites. If you don't know anything about computer, that's perfectly fine to get the job. You may ask, do I need an Excel? Do I need a SQL? Do I need anything else? Do I need communication skills? No, not at all required. That's fine. If you just can manage, yes, no, all right. But with confidence, this is required. If you have a lot of confidence, lot of communication skills, but if you don't have confidence, then you will not fit for the job. You will not even fit for this not this job, any job. Okay, so type of projects. Now let's talk about this. Hope you understand the modern tool versus the old tool, right? So you will see lot of changes. How the old system is doing right now can be done in terms of revenue, or in terms of cost saving, in terms of revenue growth. Lot of factors you need to give a lot of benefits. Otherwise, if you want to buy a new phone, let's every 1 2 years you will see a new phone, right? So but last year you buy a phone, but if you want to buy another phone, you need to see a lot of differences. Otherwise, people will not invest 10,000 to 20,000 rupees just like that, right? There are a lot of challenges in the market. The same way, even Power BI overcome those kind of challenges which are there in the competition. Okay, and it is just targeting everything. Okay, current competition versus old systems versus futuristic features, everything that they are integrating in the Power BI. You will see all of them one by one. Okay, I don't want to give you a lot of theory, but that's what the real thing. Okay, and moreover, I am not in a brand ambassador for Microsoft or Power BI, because I am doing job. I am just showing the path you to come into this path to get the job easily. Okay, right? So like, now if you want to get more sales analytics. Okay, sales analytics and market. Okay, sales and marketing, right? So if you take any business, you require a sales and you require a marketing. Okay, marketing. So how can you improve your marketing strategy? Okay, what is really demand? How can you manufacture? Okay, manufacture. Okay, sales and marketing and materials. Okay, so wherever you take the business, you need the BI, you need the business intelligence to improve what? To improve the sales, to improve the profit, to improve the customer satisfaction. Okay, you take it anything, and you need the business, you need the business intelligence too. Okay, you need the business intelligence too, right? Okay, so what kind of topics we will cover here, right? So the basic topics we cover here is called Power BI desktop. Okay, and Power BI service. These are the two major things. Okay, if you take Power BI as a whole, you will see two major categories. This is the free tool. Okay, we will see how to download and how to install and everything step by step, and why we need this, and this won't enough to get the job, and you need to have a paid service. Okay, but you will get it as a free. Okay, paid service, though it is a paid service, actually in the real time a company has to buy this, to maintain their reports, to develop their reports using Power BI developer. A Power BI admin is required, a manager is required. Okay, so okay, a process is required to develop all those things. We will see everything. Okay, just not Power BI alone, we will also cover Azure and Azure DevOps. Azure is different, Azure DevOps is different. Okay, entire different. We will cover Azure sources, we will cover Azure topics. Okay, and we'll try to cover SQL. Okay, just required for the Power BI point of view. Okay, I'm not going, SQL itself is a big course. Okay, and I don't want you to put a lot of efforts to learn this. Okay, Be smart, okay? Do not do a hard work. Smart work will give you more results, okay? Just follow. Whoever just followed what I'm saying, they got job within 1 month 15 days. Just 1 month 15 days. There are proofs. I will show you everything just with proofs. While doing job, he got the job within 1 month 15 days. He is very curious, he has very motive, he has a lot of confidence, and they came to this course and then just follow what I was telling, and then he got the job within 1 month 15 days. So if you have confidence, if you have a passion to learn, if you are committed for your success, then just this course is for you. Okay. Now, how I will give the paid service, the real time service for free. Okay, there is a mechanism. I will give it for free. Okay, so and you will not get you will not get this anywhere outside in the market, just for free. Okay, that's where I'm going to cover, and that's where you will get my offerings as a free offering. Okay, free Power BI service account to practice the real time, just real time. What is real time? How a real time project can be done the same way you will do using Azure DevOps and Power BI service account. These two makes you more confident when it comes to a real time project. How many types of projects are there? You know, how a manager will think, how a client will think, okay, and how we are working in the real time, so that how we can, crack the interview easily. Okay, the main benefit you will get it here is that how to crack the interview with the techniques, with a lot of techniques, tips and tricks I will tell you. Okay, I've been doing interviews, I've been doing a lot of interviews and giving interviews, so I know how an interviewer come up with, how an interview mindset will be. Okay, different mindsets we will understand, different process we will understand, and based on that we can just take the control of the interview, and you can get the success. Okay, this is one of the most important pillar that I'm going to tell you, and I will tell you how to prepare your resume and how to prepare your profile in Naukri. Okay, and then how can you get more calls. Okay, creating profile, uploading resume will not enough to get the more calls or more job offerings, right? You have to do something extra. How to do, and how, the process and all we will just discuss in deeper. Okay, so these are all additional offers that I will give you, but the topics. So again, guys, yeah, great. So just be conscious. Okay, when you are in the class, be conscious. Be sit in a what we are. If you have to learn, you need to travel a lot. Okay, just to go to offline class, right? So you need to travel 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, or 2 kilometers at least, and then you need to go and sit in a calm place. But if you are saving that time, you need to put some extra efforts to sit in a calm place, and then have a notebook, pen and paper, join from a laptop. Okay, take notes, right? So that will give you a lot of benefit. Okay, if you just join from a phone and then seeing that side, this side, and if I say something, the intention, the feel, you will not connect. So that is the reason I always recommend to be control yourself and go on mute, and then I don't know, some people whoever join as a guest, automatically it will unmute themselves. So that's where I just created a YouTube video, just to know the process, how you can effectively join the class, and so that others will not get disturbed, and you will get a lot of benefits out of it. And a lot of things you will just come to know. And apart from that, I will just cover a lot of real time scenarios. Real time scenarios. Okay, real time scenarios and challenges. Okay, so there is a question, there is an interview question. Okay, they will ask a scenario based question, how you can answer that. Okay, so there are some other techniques and tips, though the video is recording, so I could not able to talk in this session, but I will talk you to I will talk you definitely, and you will get that benefit. Okay, so there is one more technique to get the job easily. So okay, so hope you might know by your friends whoever referred you, right? So that is also one of the other technique that's there. Now when it comes to Power BI desktop, what we cover, okay, we cover Power Query editor. Okay, Power Query editor. Okay, what it will do, it will clean the data. Okay, it will prepare the data. Okay, what it will do, it will clean the data, it will prepare the data, it will transform the data. Right? So these are the main things that can be done using Power Query. We will see how to clean the data, how to prepare the data, how to transform the data, how to connect different sources, and different types of connection modes. Okay, we will see a lot of things. Okay, so a lot of things we will cover there. Okay, not to worry, but we might not cover 99 sources, but any source that you can connect, that's all. You will get the data, and you can clean that, and you can just prepare it. You will get a lot of confidence within Power Query. After completing this course, you will understand that you can connect any source. After those 99 sources, you can connect any source and you can create the report. That's for sure. That level of confidence I can give you. I can give it to you. Okay, and the Power Query is a tool inside the tool. Okay, which is just a inside Power BI desktop. We will see that. Okay, and then the Power BI desktop, you see a modeling. Okay, in the modeling you see table, relationships, okay, and relationship types, connection types. Okay, again the table between active inactive relationship and many to many relationship, one to many relationship. Okay, bidirectional cross filtering. Okay, so a lot of things you will see in this modeling. And then the visualization. In the visualizations you see a lot of visuals. Okay, table visual, matrix visual, okay, and bar chart, column chart, map. Okay, lot of charts we will see. We will extensively talk about that. Okay, but it's easy to understand, but a lot of benefits over the other chart. Okay, there are a lot of benefits with table, but whatever the benefit, what are all the features that you will not get in the table, you will get in the matrix. So like that, every visual its own benefit. Okay, we will see that extensively in the visualizations. Okay, not only that, you will also see a Power BI service. Okay, when it comes to Power BI service here in a workspace. Okay, you will see, you will create a lot of workspaces, different workspaces, pro, premium. Okay, you will add users to it, different roles. Okay, users and roles, and roles. Okay, and then you see a list view and lineage view. Okay, impact analysis. Okay, how to do impact analysis. Okay, let's say if you are doing, there are different types of projects, right? Production support project, development project, maintenance project. Okay, just to understand this, what is a development project? Okay, you are trying to create a new bike. Okay, just imagine, um, if it is a two-wheeler, then there are a lot of two-wheelers, but just imagine you are trying to create a single wheeler. Okay, it's a brand new. Okay, and it should run with a lot of different features. You are developing, and then you need to test it in the market. For that when you start developing with a new, that is called development project. Nothing is there, but you are developing from scratch. Okay, so you have an idea, you want to develop it, then that is a development project. What is testing? Once you develop, whether it's working in all scenarios, all possible scenarios or not. Okay, you develop a bike and you just tested, while developing you tested in the just lab itself. But when it comes to road, whether it's working or not properly, in all varieties of roads it's working or not. Okay, all possible cases it's working or not. In the traffic, is it working? Okay, so everything that you need to test it properly, that is called testing. Okay, and what is the maintenance? So you develop the bike and you need to maintain it, you need to give the fuel, you need to clean it, service it. So that is called maintenance projects. Even for Power BI, you do have maintenance project, you do testing projects, you do development projects. Okay, what is production support projects? There is a real-time business which will run day to day, and every day sales will happens. Let's say you have a DMart company, you are the owner of DMart company, so you want to know the sales. Okay, every new product that comes in, that has to be added to the data warehouse, and then you need to understand their product to sales and marketing, and then profit, right? So everything that you can do using Power BI, like development project, testing project, and maintenance project, and then support project. So these kind of projects that you see, any business you take sales, you take manufacturing, you take material management, you take HR, you take employee management, whatever you take, wherever you take, whatever the business you see these kind of projects, and you required a tool. Okay, so these kind of projects we will talk. Okay, and how we can do a Power BI support, how to do a Power BI maintenance. Okay, how to do testing, how to do development, everything that we will talk. Okay, we will talk about Azure sources. Okay, Azure DB. Okay, Azure Synapse or Synapse, whatever it is. Okay, and Synapse Analytics. Okay, Analytics is different, Synapse DB is different. Okay, DB or Analytics. Power BI is in next level. If you just see Azure Analytics, Azure Synapse Analytics, you see Power BI into next level. Okay, whatever you see in Power BI desktop and Power BI service is different, but when it comes to Synapse Analytics, the Power BI you see in a very big scope and a very big enterprise companies that they will work with Power BI with Synapse Analytics. Okay, that also we can see. Okay, I'm planning to extensively show that. Unfortunately, I am not getting Azure account. Last batch I've shown, but recent batch I've not shown, but this batch definitely I will try to show that. Okay, Azure SQL DB and Azure SQL Server. Okay, Azure, I'm just talking about not normal Azure, normal SQL Server. Normal SQL Server anyway I will show you, but Azure SQL Server. and Azure SQL DB. Okay, so Azure SQL Synapse, Azure Blob Storage, Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Okay, we will cover all of these things in terms of Azure. I don't see any institute will cover this. You can go and try and come back here. Okay, that's for sure. Okay, and Azure DevOps. That's also one of the additional features that I can just give you. But it has a lot of market in the job market. You see a lot of Azure DevOps than Power BI, because this has a lot of scope, but it is a lot of complex to learn. But I will give you the base, the strong base, the importance of Azure DevOps, and how can you showcase your Power BI development into Azure DevOps. Okay, so that's where I will make sure you can just do that. Okay, so now let's try to create a sample report, and before that let's download the Power BI desktop and then install. Okay, so let's go to browser. Okay, just open any browser and search for Power BI desktop, and you see download, and you just get this. Now you click on this powerbi.microsoft.com and downloads, and click on this. Now you see you will get this, and here you need to go to the products, and then you see a Power BI desktop, and click this. Now here I don't recommend you to use this, it will go to the store, but instead you can just go to here. Now you see this one, I can give you the direct link. You can use this to download. Okay, if you want to. Okay, so here you need to click download, but before that let's understand what is the system requirements that you require. You required minimum Windows 10 machine, Windows 10 operating system. Okay, and if you have Windows 11, that's good, but Windows 8, 8.1 also it will work, but I highly recommend go with Windows 10 or Windows 11. I'm using Windows 10. Okay, and how to know the 32-bit operating system, right? So go to your machine and go to this PC, go to properties. You see there is a mission type, system type. You see system type, 64-bit operating system. Okay, I'm using i7 processor with 16 GB RAM. Okay, and I'm using Windows 10 Pro. Okay, so this is about my machine, and you can also check your same machine, what is your processor, what is your RAM, what is your system type. Okay, mine is touch screen. Okay, so I'm using Windows 10 Pro, and you do not require this. You at least required i3 processor. Okay, and 4 GB RAM at least. Okay, and it can work with 34-bit or 64-bit. But why I'm talking this, because when you click on download, it will ask you whether you want a 64-bit or 32-bit. Okay, if you don't know what is 32 and what is 64-bit, you can choose this. But if you are sure your machine is 64-bit, you can choose this and then click next. You see start downloading this. Okay, start downloading this. Now once it is downloaded, then we need to just double click and it will get installed. That's all. It's very easy to install. Okay, it will require 1 more minute to download. Okay, I will show you anyway. Let me unpin this. So every month you require to install a new PBX file. Why? Because every month Power BI is trying to release new features. I will tell you how to get that new features and everything. Okay, so it will require 30 more seconds. Okay, so let that download. So you can just show in folder so that you will see which is it's just downloading. Okay, you can click refresh, and once you see this CR download gone, then which means it's downloaded completely. Let me refresh once again. Now you see it's downloaded. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need to right click and then run as an admin is one way, or double click, anything is fine. I've used run as an admin. It is just processing. It will ask me to click yes. I clicked on yes. Okay, so you might see some blank screen. A second. Okay, now you will see this kind of window. What you need to do, you need to click next, 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 next. That's all. Okay, click next. It might take some time, but nothing. You just have to click next, next, next. That's it. It's very easy to install. If anybody face any challenges, please let me know. I will help you out. But I don't think this is the easiest way to install the software. I don't see any software which is easier than this. Okay, you can download that and then install like this. Okay, I've already downloaded and I've already installed, and I can open it up. Let's see. Okay, now it's moved to next step. I'm overriding my installation, that's all. Nothing will happen if it's already installed also. Okay, you need to wait till the next button enables. It is working on it. Compute space requirements, computing. Okay, still it's working. So this is what you need to know. You don't need to be hurry. Why the next is not enabled for me? Okay, you don't need to worry. You need just wait. Okay, it might take another 30 seconds or so. That's what I can guess it. Okay, any questions before? If you have any doubts, okay, you might have already researched something like going to Naukri and searching for Power BI. Naukri is a portal. Okay, Naukri is an app in your phone. Okay, you can search in the Play Store naukri.com. Okay, you will get one app. Okay, and just open and do not create any profile. Just go and search Power BI and see how many companies that they are asking and what type of requirement they are trying to ask, and will that course will cover those many topics or not. Okay, just go through those points, note down, and come to me and ask whatever the topic, whatever the skill they are asking, does that skill is covering in this training or not, and if not, then how can you get that skill? So that level of analysis is required for you, right? And not only that, you can use YouTube, you can use Google. Okay, now see, next is enabled. Okay, now you need to do this. This is one of the important. Okay, so this is, you need to tick it. Okay, and then otherwise the next will not enable. Now that's all gone, finish. If you want to create a desktop shortcut, I don't like, my desktop should be clean. I never use anything in my desktop. This is a best practice you can also follow. Clean the desktop. Clean desktop policy is a policy in any organization. Okay, not your cabin, not only your laptop cabin or anything. Your laptop desktop is also should be clean like this. I see lot of you know icons here in the screen, but I that is not the good idea. Why? You may ask why? Why it's not good idea? First of all, okay, anybody can come and if you just go outside and anybody can open, that is one thing. But second most important thing is, if your OS, if an operating system breaks, your C drive will completely go off. So your desktop is part of your C drive. So all your data will go. So that's where you see I will organize my every important data into this D drive. So C drive is only for my applications. I never use anything in my desktop. Why I am telling? Because you can also follow the same thing. Okay. It is removing old files and it's just installing the new files. Okay, for you it might not obviously it will take time because it is a big file. It will be around 1 GB file, I guess. Okay, so you required at least how much hard disk you might expect. 120 GB is enough. Okay, 150 GB max. You don't require more than that. People nowadays going for terabyte. I don't understand in this cloud era what do you do with this hard disk. If you are going with 1 terabytes, which means you don't know what is cloud, what is the cloud benefit at all. Okay, going forward you do not require any computer. You just require a dummy computer and you can connect your own computer in the cloud. If that is the case, then why you required hard disk? So that is the reason it is cheap in the market. If you go for 1 terabyte, it is just will not cost even 3,000, 2,000. Okay, but when IBM invented this memory, for 1 MB they charged lakhs of rupees. Okay, so that's the technology. Technology can change anything. Okay, so you don't require big space, big hard disk. Okay, minimum 200 GB, 150 GB is enough. 150 to 200 is more than enough. Mine is 256 GB. Okay, if you want to, I can show you this. My C drive is 150 and my D drive is around 250. Okay, right, or 350. So around 500 GB this, but because of this 500 GB, I just created like this: 350 here and 150 here. Okay, so you can also plan. I've been saving a lot of files, almost 14 batches files, but still I could not use just how much I've used so far, around 20-30 GB. That's all. I've been using this laptop for more than 4-5 years now. Okay, now let's see. Still it is actually, it might take another 1 minute or so. Okay, once the installation is done, we will create one report. Okay, I will show you how to create a report and how to publish that. And meanwhile, I will show you Power BI service, how that looks like. Once you log in this, let me just log out and log in. How to log into Power BI service. app.powerbi.com. Okay, it will just open up. But when you open up, it will not open for you directly. Okay, for me it might be open because I've already signed in. Okay. Okay, but for you need to log in. You need to log in with with company email address. Okay, I have a company email address, so I logged in. You will not be logged in with your Outlook or your Gmail account. You cannot do that. That won't work. You can try, but that won't work. Okay, So I've given the link, you can give a try. You need that email address. That email address will be provided by me for you for free. Okay, it is just nothing but your real time. Okay, we will extensively work on this. We will talk about each and every feature here. Most important is this workspaces. Okay, there are two types of workspaces: my workspace and workspace. Again, under workspaces you will see two types of workspaces or three types of workspaces. Okay, pro workspace, premium workspace, embedded workspace. Okay, so three types of workspace you see in under workspace itself. Okay, so once you create the report using Power BI desktop, okay, once you create the report using Power BI desktop, you need to publish here into my workspace or into any other workspace. If you create any workspace like this by clicking this create workspace button, I will show you how I used to how we used to work. Now you see lot of workspaces. Sandhya created, embedded workspace created. This is a premium workspace. You see premium Power BI premium per user capacity. Okay, this is a premium workspace. Okay, you see when you go here, you see a lot of reports we published. You see lot of reports. We will see like this. Okay, lot of reports, dashboards. You see these are data sets. Okay, data sets, reports and dashboards. Okay, and everything here. Okay, so like different workspaces, dynamic URL workspace, normal workspace, and my workspace. We have created a lot of things. Okay, so we can work extensively on that, right? So this is the previous batch, Jan 2022. Okay, now looks like our Power BI desktop is installed and we are going to open that up and let's see how we can work with it. It's trying to open and it is just going blank screen. Now you see when you open Power BI desktop, you will see something like this, and you will also see some yellow thing that you can avoid. Okay, now it's not asking for me. Okay, now you see you might not see something like this when you install because I have enabled a preview feature. So how to enable a preview feature? You can go to options and settings, go to options. Okay, I will take another 5 minutes, okay, another 10 minutes. Okay, preview feature. Just click on this. Okay, and then I've used this new format pane, this one. This one. Okay, I've used this tick mark. So because of which you will see like this. Okay, otherwise you would have seen like this. Here these formatting pane would have seen here. Okay, because of this setting you will see like this, otherwise you would have seen like this. Okay, so you can enable any of the other features and you can see the difference. Okay, and just enable this. Okay, you should not confuse. Whenever you open you will not see like this. Okay, and it's okay, that is in the preview feature. What is preview? It means it's not completely tested and there are chances to go by some issues. Okay, if everything is fine, then they will release into a general availability. Okay, that is called preview feature, right? So hope many of you guys know about it, right? Now what you can do here? Okay, now you see three things. One is model view, and then the data view, and then the visualization or report view. Okay, three views that you see. Okay, and then you see one is get data. Here we will use this to get the data. Okay, now you see when you click on this get data, you see 19 and plus sources. The Power BI Microsoft site is telling that it can connect 19 and plus sources. How many actual count is more than 100? That's what it is. That means. Okay. The count is increasing month by month. Okay. Now you see it can connect files. When you see files, Excel file, text CSV, XML, JSON, folder, PDF files, Parquet files, and SharePoint folder. And when it comes to databases, you see SQL Server, Access Database, DB2 database, IBM Netezza, okay, PostgreSQL, MySQL, lot of Denado, okay, lot of other MariaDB, lot of other databases that you see in the market, Google BigQuery, okay, Snowflake is also one another database, okay, it can connect. Okay, now Power Platform. We will talk this Power Platform. We will also cover Power Apps. I will just give you the glimpse of Power Apps, and it will give you a strong base to easy to understand Power Apps. How easily you can create a Power App. Okay, in future I might cover Power Apps also. Okay, I've been learning it for past one and a half year, but I have to feel confident to teach you subject. Okay, but I will definitely start one day with Power Apps. Okay, so we will talk that in detail. And then Azure, you see Azure SQL database, Azure SQL server. Okay, Azure SQL server, somewhere you see that. Okay, Synapse Analytics, anyway, Synapse Analytics SQL, Synapse database, PostgreSQL, Blob, Azure SQL table storage, Cosmos DB, right? You see lot of things that you will see. Analytics workspace, that's what I was talking about. And Azure Synapse Analytics is different than Azure Synapse SQL. Okay, that is different and this is different. Now if you go to online, you see a lot of other sources, SharePoint, Dynamics, okay, Salesforce, Google Analytics, okay, lot of other small tools, Zoho, okay, lot of other tools. And then in others category, you see again web, OData feed, OLEDB, okay, any database can connect with the OLED database, and blank query. Okay, now for now I'm just going to cover with others. In the others, the first one, web, I'm just going to connect with web. So what is this web? Any website it can connect, a web application. Okay, so Wikipedia, you just take it. IMF database, you can take it. Any other open source free websites, government websites that you can connect, and then you can compare with your business data. Okay, right? So if you want countries, worldwide countries, you need to go to a Wikipedia and get the countries list. Okay, countries population, countries revenue, okay, different sites, you can go and get it using Wikipedia, and then use the URL and load the data, and then clean the data, okay, and then create the relationship between tables here, and then create visuals and publish into the service. That's what we can do. But for now I'm going to create IMF data. What is IMF data? International Monetary Fund, economic, International Monetary Fund, something. Okay, we'll see what is the International Monetary Funds, IMF. Okay, it will just, it's an organizational, open source organization which runs by WHO, and where you can see all countries development by countries. You can click here, okay, and you see all countries. I want all countries data. And step 2, Step 2, what you can do, if you want any countries that you can take it up, you can take it up, otherwise just click continue. Okay, here what kind of data sets you want? I want gross domestic products and currency price or constant prices, whatever. You can take any of them. Okay, I just click on this so that it's green now. Okay, it's asking feedback. I am not giving any feedback. Okay, and click continue. Now here you see from 2019 to 2026 the predictive analytics also you can see here by IMF. IMF is predicting based on the current and past. It is also taking future data and then it's trying to create this. Okay, you can reduce. I don't want 2026 but I want only 2024, something like that. And even I don't want 2019, I can just take it from 2021, something like that. Okay, and prepare the data, prepare the report. But we don't want this kind of report. Actually, this is a report, this is also a report, but we are not going to download this report, or we are not going to use this report. But what we are going to do, we are going to copy this URL. Okay, right click and then copy. Okay, and then go to Power BI and then paste it here. Okay, and then click OK. Now it will process for you. Power BI has a powerful capability to connect to any web application, any websites, and it will get the data automatically. That is the beyond the logic is web scraping. It will scrap the web, and out of that it will just understand the tables data. Okay, now you will see how this web scraping is done automatically. It will take another 10 minutes to create the report. Okay, so just plan accordingly. And the class will be every day same time, 7 to 8:30. It will go till 8:30. Okay, so that you can plan accordingly. And we will give you assignments. That is also one of the additional offering that you will get it. Okay, you need to just do what I ask you to do, the assignment, so that you will get the results effectively. Okay, today's assignment is download and install the Power BI desktop. Okay, and try app.powerbi.com whether you will be able to log in using any Gmail or Outlook email address. Okay, and hope you will not get it like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then you will try to create this report. Now you see web scraping has given 4 tables output. Now this is one. We really don't want this data, nothing. Okay, I don't want anything like this. Okay, if you go here HTML code, you see a lot of web URL. Even I don't want this. Now you see this. Yes, I want this data. Okay, or let's see what is this. Yes, this is also fine, but you see I cannot load it. Why? Even these 2 buttons are disabled, because we have to select this, either this or this, anyone you can take it. Okay, now you see 2 buttons are enabled. Now I can load it, but you see data is not clean. I want this to be header, so we need to clean the data. Okay, let's click on transform. Now you see when I click transform, the new tool will open. Now you see Power Query. You see Power Query is open. This is a new tool. Now you see this is a Power BI desktop. This is a Power Query editor. The Power Query editor. You observe this? This is a Power BI desktop. Okay, let me show you it again. This is a Power BI desktop, and this is Power Query editor. Okay, so that's where this is a tool inside the tool. Okay, so now let's make it big. Now you understand there is a different tool opened altogether to process the data, to clean the data, okay, to transform the data. Okay, now you see this is the header. I want header, not column 1, column 2, because column 1 I cannot understand what is column 1. Okay, so how to get this easily you can do by use first as a header. Now you see automatically steps are getting created. Okay, now you see countries. I don't want this description. Okay, single description. I don't want this column. I can remove it. Okay, and even I don't want unit. I can remove this. Okay, even this is empty. How can I know this is an empty? Okay, why this red color came? Because the metadata is not configured properly. Okay, so I can just select these two columns and remove. Okay, now I want this data, but why this is actually the red color is coming. Okay, if you see that kind of red color, you just go to any previous step and then come back, so then it automatically process. Now you see the green color. So why that red color will come? Whenever the metadata is not configured properly, you will see this kind of red color. Now you see what does it mean by blue color, this kind of color, which talks there is no blank value and which is a perfect valid data. How do I know? If you go to view and you see column quality, column profile and column distribution, now you will understand how each column values are. Okay, now you see one by one. If you want to check, you can check column distribution, column profile. Now you can check one by one. You see how many distinct values and how many unique values, right? So you can check one by one here so that you can understand your data better. To understand data better, you need to go for what? Column quality, column distribution and column profile. Okay, so that is the way you can understand data quality. Now here what I am going to do, I can directly load and I can create the report, but I don't want to do like that. I want a year column, I want the population, or this, what is not population, it's a GDP. I want two columns. I want an year column versus GDP column. I don't want like this. Okay, how many actually countries we have right now? 195 countries we have. 195 countries. But now if I want a country, year and GDP, I want only three columns. I don't want like this. Okay, that's my requirement. How would I get that? Simply you can select these four columns, not this one column, this column, and go to transform and go to unpivot selected columns. Unpivot columns or unpivot only selected columns. Boom, that's all. Now you see year column and then value column. But now you see the number of columns are number of rows are increased 780, 100 to 780, because there are 4 years, right? 4 or 5 years. Okay, so that will become into the existing columns. So what is this? This is an year column. Okay, so year is a number. You can change the data type. You see there are different data types. You will see a lot of benefits, lot of problems, challenges you will you will face using this data type. Okay, in the real time and while you practicing and everything. And this is the value. What is this value? GDP. GDP. Okay, but what is this? This is a decimal number. You see decimals, right? So you can click on decimal. Okay, now you see there is a red color, which means what? There are errors. Okay, so that's what you can understand. If it is a complete blue color, means the data quality and data type is matching perfectly. But whenever you see this kind of red color, which means you can go back to the previous step and you see some problem is there. Okay, you see something which is not a decimal number. Okay, you see something like that. But if you see, because of this, NA is not your number, it's a text. So text will not fit into the data type. So because ABC is a text, so that's where you can see in the previous step. We will talk about these steps, okay, applied steps extensively later. But for now you understand this. If I remove and click OK, and if you come back here, you don't see that problem. That problem will go. Now you see complete green color. Clear? Okay. So that's what we will see, a lot of transformations. We will use all of them. Okay, you see, it's a futuristic tool. That's what I can say. You can use Python. You can use R. R is for statistical analytics scripting language. Okay, you can use R, Python for machine learning, and data scientists can use this. Okay, Power BI tool is meant for them also. And you can in future you can also go that level of career growth. You can choose that path if you really want. Now I have a table. You can give a meaningful name to this, saying that country's GDP by IMF. Whatever you think it's meaningful, you can give that and then close and apply. That's all. So this is how you can clean the data. Now data cleaning is over. So what I have done, I have used close and apply. Now you see data is loading to the Power BI desktop. The tool inside the tool is closed. Now that data is loading into Power BI desktop. The cleaning part is over, preparation part is over, transformation part is over. Okay, hope you understand one step. So this is how we do in the real time. Now I just connected one with web. I need to connect another with another Wikipedia. You can connect any other source while you connect. It's not only that at any point of time you can connect only one source. No, you can connect any other sources and get the data, transform data, and then make a relationship between tables, and then create the visuals. Now you see 768 rows are loaded. Now you see it is just going to load soon. Now you see the data is loaded. Now if you go here, you see a single table. We will talk about this extensively later when we have more tables. Okay, when we have more tables here. But as it is a single table, we do not have nothing to discuss here. But here you see data has to load. Wait, it is loading. Now you see here you have a year and GDP. When you click on this, you see some column tools are open and table tools are open, column tools are open. But in this column you see data type and format and what is the name and everything, right? But also you see data categorization. You see here before country and GDP there is a lambda symbol. What is this? Lambda or sigma, whatever it is, that you see symbol, right? So which means it's a number. Why? If you click on this, you see the data category summarization has happened actually. So actually you do not no need to sum years basically. So what you can see, don't summarize. Now you see this will go, right? So that means the symbol came because of this. But there is one more thing, data categorization. You see, I will also go to the country and then I will categorize it is a country. So not county. Counties means village in the US. Okay, country is this. You can click on that and observe there's a globe will come. Now you see the globe will come. So that is the categorization and summarization. Okay, we will see the sort by column, which is one of the most important thing, and you can create a new column if you want. Okay, lot of other things. But now let me go here and create a new visual. Okay, I want to create a new map. You can take this or this. Okay, and you can use this and then you can just bring the location here. Okay, you see, automatically a map will be created for you. And now, how do you want to understand this size of GDP? Okay, you can now you see this is actually um, you can see by full screen like this. Okay, now you see Islamic Republic Iran. Iran has more GDP. Okay, when it compares to any other countries. Okay, you can go back and then come to the visual size. You can move the visual something like this. Okay, and you can make it like anything, and you can also bring one more slicer here just to filter by any country. Okay, if you want to know more about countries, uh, you can just bring that into the slicer, and you can just click anything, so that automatically it will be filtered. The Brazil, you see one country called Aruba. Okay, if you want to know any other country, you can just Cambodia, where it is, you see somewhere here after Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, okay, capital city. Okay, so something like that, Egypt. So you can just filter the data, and then you see there, you over and see what is the GDP of it. Okay, so this is, we will see more about the slices. We will see a different formatting styles of the map, and finally you can also take a table and you can give the data here, and year by GDP. Okay, year by GDP, you will see Egypt year by GDP, how that looks like in billions. Okay, and if you want, you can also create a map. You see year by GDP. Okay, very easy to create the visuals, and you can understand. We can do a lot of formattings and everything. Okay, so for now, once we create this, you can give a name to this. Okay, saying that GDP analysis, GDP report, or just GDP report. Okay, now you need to save this. So I'm going to save inside, not Jan 2022. I think I've created Feb 2022. Okay, so here I will save with the GDP analysis, first report, GDP analysis or GDP report. Okay, now the report is going to save. Now you see the name has been changed. Save. Now once you need to do that, you need to publish this. Okay, so this is what you do in the real time. Okay, you see it's an old one. Let me sign out this, and okay, so if you will see like this, sign in. Okay, when you publish, it will ask you to sign in. Okay, here you need to give the company address. Okay, this is one way to do, but the other way is also there. Let me go there here and go to my workspace, and there is one more option called get data. Okay, and get data, and you see when you click on get data, you see the files option, and click on local files and go to the Feb folder. Okay, where is Feb 2022? Jan 2022 is there. Let me search Feb. Okay, now you see the first report. That's all. This is also another way to publish your report. Now you see. From this, you can share the report. That's all. So anybody can see this. So from here, you can share the report. Okay, now it's asking me to try for free. I can just 60 days trial, you will get it, and then that's what I'm going to give it for free for you to have a 60 days trial version. Okay, nothing is hiding here. Okay, so you will get 60 days free, just like a real time. It's a real time project that you can work. All features, nothing is limited. Everything that you see in the real time, you will get it here for 60 days. But what if after that, if I want to practice, then you need to ask me one more email address. I will give you one more email address. Okay, so that's what we are going to offer you. Okay, you can share this, and you can create a dashboard out of this. Okay, dashboard is already created for you automatically. Okay, if you go to my workspace again, you see a dashboard is created for you. But if you go there, nothing is there. Okay, you won't see anything. It's a dummy. If you click on it, it will come to the report again. Now you see a report is coming. Okay, but you also see a data set. We will talk about this extensively. Data set, why this data set, why this report, why this dashboard, how many ways we can create the dashboard. All those things we will talk extensively. Okay, and we will talk about the list view, lineage view, okay, and impact analysis. Okay, how this has been created, what is the source, you see the source URL and the data set, report, and then the dashboard and everything. Okay, so that's all for the day, and if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me. We have a WhatsApp number, right? Hope you already know our WhatsApp number, and we have a lot of community and a lot of other old batch students that you see in the WhatsApp. You can connect with them, you can take their advices, and a lot of people who got the job also there in the group. You can check with them. You need to explore a lot. Okay, you no need to completely depend on my views and my thoughts and my processes. Okay, but better if you can follow, you will get the results in an effective way. Okay, just follow what I say and you will get the results effectively. Okay, that's called the trust. Okay, okay, just give 2 months time and effective and focus time, and you will definitely see the results. Okay, so that's what I can say for now, and just think about it and let me know by EOD. And from tomorrow onwards, we will not allow any guest users for sure, and whoever joined as a guest, please, you need to just go through my YouTube video. I told you how to create a Outlook email address and how you need to chat with me here just like others. Okay, you will be seeing here, you see others who are actually chatting with me like this, you see. Okay, you need to chat with me so that I can just add you into the group. Okay, no more sharing group. Okay, and from maybe tomorrow onwards, you will not see any kind of links shared in the group. Whoever see out of 47, even for demo, I see a lot of people join, but only 22 people are in the group, in the class currently right now. Okay, we want 100% participation. That is the only intent. Okay, if you don't put the just 2 hours of time, and I don't think you have a lot of passion. Okay, just think about it and evaluate yourself. If you have a committed time, then spend the time. Otherwise, you will not see the results. Okay, plan accordingly, and then get in touch with me further so that we can just plan for your success. Thank you guys, thanks for joining. Have a wonderful future ahead, and refer your friends for tomorrow. Just only for tomorrow, I can just give you for tomorrow. We can share these recordings also. Okay, and if anybody is interested, still if you have any doubts, just connect with me. Sure. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for joining.